Hey everyone! Hope you're all doing alright today. Today in O-Level Biology, Lesson 1, Characteristics and Classification of Living Organisms. Biology is the study of living organisms. Living things share 7 observable characteristics: movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. Read left to right, inputs enter, the living process transforms them, outputs leave. Name what goes in and what comes out before memorizing the word equation. Movement may involve the whole organism or part of it. Plants, for example, grow shoots toward light. Respiration is the chemical release of energy from nutrients inside cells, not simply breathing. Climb the arrows. Cells build tissues, tissues build organs, organs cooperate in systems, and systems make the organism. Each level adds organization you cannot see at the level below. Excretion removes toxic materials, waste products of metabolism, and substances in excess of requirements. No single characteristic alone proves that an object is alive, so biologists consider the complete pattern. Classification places organisms into groups according to shared features, making identification and comparison manageable. The hierarchy runs kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. A species is a group whose members can reproduce to produce fertile offspring, although this definition is harder to apply to fossils and asexual organisms. Binomial naming gives every species a 2-part scientific name, the capitalized genus followed by the lowercase species name, usually printed in italics as in Times Homo sapiens Times. Universal names avoid confusion caused by local common names. Traditional classification uses morphology and anatomy, while modern classification also compares DNA-based sequences and protein amino acid sequences. DNA holds the code, genes are functional stretches of that code, and chromosomes package it for cell division. Keep that nesting clear. Organisms with more similar molecular sequences probably share a more recent common ancestor. This evidence can change classifications that were based only on outward appearance because unrelated organisms may evolve similar adaptations. A branching diagram represents hypotheses about relationships. A branch point indicates a common ancestor, and organisms sharing a recent branch point are more closely related than organisms merely drawn beside each other. The 5-kingdom approach distinguishes animals, plants, fungi, prokaryotes, and prototists. Animals are multicellular, lack cell walls, and feed by ingesting organic matter. Climb the arrows. Cells build tissues, tissues build organs, organs cooperate in systems, and systems make the organism. Each level adds organization you cannot see at the level below. Plants are multicellular, have cellulose walls and usually photosynthesize. Fungi have chitin walls and feed by extracellular digestion followed by absorption. Their body often consists of hyphae forming a mycelium. Read left to right, inputs enter, the living process transforms them, outputs leave. Name what goes in and what comes out before memorizing the word equation. Prokaryotes are single-celled and have no nucleus. Prototists are mostly single-celled eukaryotes and include organisms with animal-like or plant-like features. Climb the arrows. Cells build tissues, tissues build organs, organs cooperate in systems, and systems make the organism. Each level adds organization you cannot see at the level below. Vertebrate classes can be identified by features such as body covering, gas exchange organs, reproduction, and temperature regulation. Arthropod groups are compared using legs, antennae, and body regions. Flowering plants separate into monocotyledons and dichotomous by leaf veins, cotyledons, floral parts, and vascular bundle arrangement. Dichotomous keys use paired contrasting statements. Each branch asks a different question about life, plants, animals, microbes, inheritance, or interactions. The living world is one system studied from several angles. To test a key, begin with an actual specimen, choose only visible evidence at each step and check that every root ends at one identity. Size or color can be unreliable if age and environment alter them. For classification data, compare one feature at a time, quote the evidence and eliminate incompatible groups. In a branching diagram, identify the most recent shared branch point rather than judging closeness from page position. A specimen has jointed legs, an exoskeleton, 3 body regions and 3 pairs of legs. Jointed legs and an exoskeleton place it among arthropods, 3 pairs of legs and 3 regions identify an insect. Do not treat movement as locomotion only, call feces an excretory product, or identify a group from one vague feature. Do not read evolutionary distance from horizontal spacing on a branching diagram. Practice. Explain why a fungus is not classified as a plant. Answer. Fungi do not contain chlorophyll or photosynthesize, have chitin rather than cellulose walls, and obtain nutrients by extracellular digestion and absorption. Watch the numbers land in the matching symbols. Check that units cancel cleanly. If they do not, the setup is wrong even before the arithmetic. Practice. Species P and Q differ at 3 DNA positions, P and R at 18, and Q and R at 17. Infer the closest relationship and explain. Answer. P and Q are most closely related because they have the fewest sequence differences, indicating a more recent common ancestor. Watch the numbers land in the matching symbols. Check that units cancel cleanly. If they do not, the setup is wrong even before the arithmetic. And that's our look at characteristics and classification of living organisms. See you next time for cell structure, organization and microscopy. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.